I'm Martinez, editor of Shark Diver Magazine, and this is my video blog for sharkdivermag.com. I'm going to keep today's blog really short. Really what I'm going to do is I'm going to post attached to this one is a blog I've already done. We're getting ready today. We're packing. We're heading out to Cancun, Mexico for the Sailfish Baitball season. We're going to go, we're going to look for them all of next week. And I'm going to take you guys on the road with us like I always do. We're going to take you out there and hopefully be posting videos every night showing you what it's all about. I'm going to try not to get repetitive because, obviously we're going out every day looking for the same thing for about 6 days. But you never know. There's crappy weather, cloudy skies, and if we get cloudy skies, the birds can't find the fish. Without them, we can't find the fish either. So, we're hoping for really good weather. We're hoping that, there's going to be plenty of fish out there. Right now, we know they're running, but, again, every day is different. But that's why you go out there for so long. That's why you plan it over X amount of days, because you never know what you're going to get. So, what I'm going to do is today I'm going to post one of my older blogs that I talked about sailfish baitball diving, just to show you what it's all about, and so you guys can kind of see what we have planned for next week. We're also going to be going out and doing some more bull shark stuff. We went out earlier in the season and it was kind of lean. The bull sharks really weren't playing that week, so we're going to go back out and see if we can get better luck. So anyway, enjoy the blog, and I'll see you guys next week.
For the past couple of seasons, we've been going to Isla Mujeres, Mexico for the sailfish baitball season, which happens every winter. Sailfish migrate into the area, and they feed on the sardines, and it's one of the most amazing shows you'll ever see underwater. A few years back, it wasn't that long ago that people thought it was impossible to dive with sailfish, much less see one in the ocean. These opportunities came up. A lot of people, the fishermen were obviously taking advantage of these baitball scenarios for many years. However, the divers really hadn't been taking advantage of it up until recent years. So now what we have are some of the most amazing images of these animals, and a brand new look at a relatively unknown animal that is obviously seen a lot on a rod and reel, but underwater people really didn't know much about these animals. What it is every season the sailfish and the marlin migrate into the warmer waters to take advantage of the sardine bait balls that happen in those areas. The sailfish round up the sardines into these big, the fish form these big giant bait balls. Well, they do that for protection, where the fish cluster together, and then they force them up to the surface. Once they're at the surface, the sailfish just start running through the middle of them, and just they create this amazing feeding frenzy. The show that we get to witness when that happens is one of the most amazing things you'll ever see. What we look for as divers is, obviously, the sailfish are the sardines are running for their life, and the sailfish are chasing them. So it's a cat and mouse game going on. What we do when we jump in the water is what we try to do is encourage the sardines to use the divers as protection. It doesn't happen very often, but when you do, you create a static bait ball, which means the sardines stop running, and then you have all these sailfish that hang around and try to get the sardines to leave the divers. But obviously the sardines have kind of used us as a refuge. When that happens, that's when some of the most amazing footage you'll ever see is captured. Now again, I know I went off topic when I started talking about sailfish, but it's not sharks, but it's a big animal, and big animal diving at its best. You get these sardines around you, and we've had upwards of 2 hours where you just have sailfish hanging around, and you get these really amazing up-close encounters with upwards of sometimes 100 sailfish. These kind of interactions are every diver's dream. It's just one of those things. To me, it's hands down probably one of the world's greatest underwater shows, right next to the sardine run in Africa. And we're about to kick off sailfish season for 2012, and yeah, man, fired up. Hopefully it's going to be a good season.